Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now and you are able to listen to me properly. If there is any problem with my audio or my video, do let me know. I will get that rectified right away. Okay. So for the today's project, so we will be having the project very easy because I took some advice from some of the students and they were like to keep the project easy itself. So no matter what we'll be doing is whatever we have learned up till this particular point of time, we'll try to implement the exact same thing on a new data set itself, nothing else. Whatever we have understood up till this particular point of time, we will implement it on a new data set. That's all. It will be very simple. I will just go through how to submit the project, how to write the project, everything I will be telling to you guys right now. Okay, once that is done, then we can continue with the same as well. So that will the process that will be following. In today's video we will be looking at how to do the project, how to submit the project, what is the entire process and everything else as well. Okay, good evening everyone. I hope that I'm live right now and there's no problem with my audio or the video. Today's session is going to be extremely small because we'll just be looking at how to write the project, how to do the project, and like how to submit the project, what is the entire process. That will be something that we'll be focusing upon in today's session. So we'll start in 5 minutes so that everyone who is late, he or she can join us. Good evening everyone. We'll get started in 5 minutes. Please be patient up till that particular point of time. We'll start approximately 8:35 itself. We'll wait till 8:35 and then we'll get started. So what we'll be doing in today's session is basically just looking at like whatever we have done yesterday, like all the different bar charts, all the different like histograms that we created yesterday. We'll just be doing this exact same thing for a new data set. Okay, the data set and everything that we will be putting on the WhatsApp groups and the Telegram channels itself. This is a project that you cannot add to your CV as of right now. It's a very beginner project just so that you are able to get an idea of the different bar charts and like you are getting hands-on practice itself. Okay, so this is the first time that the project had to be like brought down to such a basic level in when compared to rest of our boot camps, because like we were not able to give the more time to this particular boot camp itself. Every single day usually I take boot camps of at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and this time most of our classes were for 1 hour itself, so I was not able to cover that much portion in this boot camp, and hence the boot projects are of extremely beginner level itself. In the rest of the boot camp usually we have a proper project that can be put up on your CV itself, but this time I don't know why most of the students were like becoming tired just after 1 hour, and they were not so much interested into learning as well. So that was something that I saw right over here. Is competitive programming important aspect for data analysis? Any type of job that requires a bit of programming, you need to do competitive programming. Any job, whether it be data analyst, or like data scientist, or like machine learning engineer, or like SWE, or like full stack web developer, anything. Okay. So usually we have the entire like project so that you can put up to your CV, but this is the first bootcamp in which we do not have that particular provision, because the project this time has to be very simple, very basic. Whatever we have done up till this particular point of time, only that we'll be able to use. This has happened for the first time because the people, like usually we had like classes of at least 1.5 to 145 minutes to 2 hours. So I was able to cover a lot during the bootcamp. bootcamps, but I don't know why, but this time we had covered only 1 hour itself on each day. So that is the entire thing. The project is something that will be using the flight dataset. So at dataset that compares different flights that are coming to the Delhi airport and other airports as well. And you will be using that dataset and will do the same visualizations, the bar charts, the pie charts, and the histograms, just to explore the different kinds of visualizations that are there. Okay. The CSV file for the dataset will be posted on your WhatsApp groups and Telegram channels. The link to submit the project will also be posted on your WhatsApp groups and your Telegram channels, so you don't have to worry about it. Can we learn as much as Python to do freelancing on data analytics? See, just Python won't be sufficient for freelancing. Freelancing is very tough and a very competitive market itself. The more that you are able to, more number of tools that you are able to have under your belt, the more likely is that someone is hiring you to do their freelance work. Yeah, you can do the project in mobile itself. You do not have to worry about it. Sure, we are thinking of having one more Python and data visualization bootcamp, because this was the first time that we were not able to give enough time to the bootcamp itself due to various reasons. So we'll be having a part 2 of this particular bootcamp as well. Not a part 2, but like this time done properly, so that and usually for each bootcamp we have at least 2 hours of classes every single day. So then the next bootcamp, like everyone has told me not to just listen to the people on live chat itself. Just take the class for 2 hours so that you are able to complete everything on time. So that is something that we'll be following for the next bootcamp as well. So the next bootcamp is Python and machine learning. So in that there will be a proper project that you can put on your CV as well. And in the web development bootcamp as well, you will be making your own personal portfolio in that. So you can have your own website that you will be able to host, and that will be something that we'll be focusing upon in the next web development bootcamp as well. Any advice for Bsc Cs students? Start with learning stuff. Okay, now it totally depends upon what is your aim, whether you want to go into a job or in freelancing, or you just want to sit at home. That is also a possibility. So think about the pathway that you want to follow and then get started with the same. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, like how to submit the project, basically I will just tell you that. So for example, this is the project that you have made. So this is the project that you have made currently. As you are able to see, this is the project that we'll be doing. It's the same thing that we did yesterday, only on a new data set. Okay, now this is the project that you will be doing on your own. I will not be sharing this notebook. I will not be posting the link to this notebook anywhere. You have to do it on your own. I'll be going through the entire notebook once again right over here. It's the same thing that we have done yesterday, only a new data set has been used. So first of all, the data set will be provided on the WhatsApp groups, all the WhatsApp groups, as well as the Telegram channel. Once you have made this entire notebook by yourself, so what you will have to do is first go to Collab. Okay, once you have opened up Collab, just it will take 1 second. So once you have opened up Collab, this particular page should come up. You have to click on new notebook. On the right hand side bottom, you'll be able to see a blue colored notion of a new notebook right over here. You just have to click on new notebook. This will help you to create a new notebook entirely. You just have to initialize the notebook. Just click on the connect button on the right hand side top corner and then get started with writing the code. So import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, and so on and so forth. So this is what you will be doing. You will be creating your own project. Once the project has been completed, it will look something like this, where you have explored the different visualizations that you have done. Yes, you can put this project up on your CV as well, although it's not a very good project, but it is still a project. It's a very basic one, in fact. So once the project has been made, what you will have to do is you'll have to click on file. right over here on the top left corner, you will have your file. In file, you have to go down towards download. Okay, so in file you have to go to download, and in download you have to select download IPYNB. Okay, the first option, download IPYNB. You have to download in this particular manner itself, download IPYNB. Once you have downloaded the IPYNB file, next what you have to do is you will be getting a link to the how to submit the project itself. Okay, so you will go to the link will be sent on your WhatsApp group, so everyone will be getting the link to submit the project on their WhatsApp groups itself. So this is the link. Let me open it in a new tab. So let me just copy this. So this is the link. I've just copied it. Don't worry, it will come to your WhatsApp itself, on WhatsApp groups as well as on your Telegram channels. So I will just open a new private window, just paste it right over there. So once so I will have to log in using some of the notebooks. So once that I have logged in using my Google account, then I can easily fill this up. So basically, first the email address, that is something that will be taken in automatically, but still I will just write my email. So it's like shaurya.r.sinha2@gmail.com. So I've just filled up my email address. I will put my name, Shaurya Sinha. I will upload my project only in IPYNB file. So the file that I downloaded right back, okay, you just have to click on add file. You can upload this or select from your device as well. So I'll just drag the thing down. So I've added the file, okay, my project submission file. I will just upload it. Once I've uploaded my file, it will look something like this. I will add my WhatsApp number, so 7016416673. I will add in my phone number as well, and then there's a small question like I'm already enrolled, so I will just put up on already enrolled. Please, if you are really interested in taking up the data analyst training and internship program, only then fill in yes, because then we'll be contacting you, we'll be handling your doubts and everything. Otherwise, just select no, or else you have already enrolled, then select already enrolled, and then just submit the entire stuff. So it is telling me to select the traffic lights. I will just select the traffic lights itself and then verify. So in this particular mail, my thing has been submitted. As you are able to see, I've got a response as well. Just check in whether the okay, so recipients are also getting the like that they have already submitted the form. So this is how the entire project submission will also work. As simple as that. There is nothing new in this. If anyone is not able to understand up till this particular point of time, this is a YouTube video. It will be there right over here on YouTube for the rest of your life. You can just scroll back and then check it like how and what it works. Okay. Yeah, sure. You can register today for the next bootcamp on our website shapeai.tech. Go to events and you can register for the upcoming bootcamps as well. The upcoming Python and machine learning bootcamp is totally different. It will deal with machine learning, linear regression. It will have a project as well in that. So that is the entire stuff. The project itself will not be shared with anyone. It is there on this particular platform itself. Okay, so please remember that. You have to write it on your own. The project submission will be 24 hours after midnight today. That is till tomorrow midnight itself. At tomorrow midnight we'll be closing the project submission form itself, because it's a really small project, like less than 20 lines of code, so there is nothing mind-boggling about it. Okay, so the deadline for the project submission is tomorrow midnight itself. Yes, so in the web development bootcamp, we'll be making your own personal portfolio website that you can host and share with someone else as your resume. Okay. The deadline would be based on the last like the deadline is basically tomorrow 12 midnight itself. That is the deadline for submission of the project. The file that you will be getting, that will be sent to you on your WhatsApp. So the dataset as well as the Google form for submission of the project, both will be sent on your WhatsApp itself. Yes, you can use Jupyter Notebook, but the submission of the project must be done as an IPYNB file itself. Okay. Okay, so let's get started. I'll just go through an intro to the project itself. It's the exact same thing what we have done yesterday itself. Nothing new. The exact same thing, just using a different like data set itself. So the data set that we are going to use is flights data. So as you are able to see, the data is basically like which it is based on Indian data itself. So what is the name of the airline, when did the journey start for that particular like air flight from Bangalore to Delhi, and the route is also given right over here. What is the departure time, what is the arrival time, like that is also been mentioned right over here. The duration for the entire flight, total number of stops for the entire flight, additional info if there is any, and the price for that particular flight itself. So this is all the information that has been provided. So we are having 11 columns and 10,683 rows. Okay, there's a lot of rows right over here. So then you will be plotting a bar chart. Okay, the bar chart would be basically of like how many number of flights are starting from Bangalore, from Kolkata, from Delhi, from Chennai, and from Mumbai. As you are able to see, Chennai has the lowest number of flights that are starting from there, and Delhi has the highest number of flights. Then you'll be looking at like you will be just be changing the color for the entire thing, just like yesterday, nothing else. Okay, the same thing that we are doing yesterday, what we did for the Pokemon dataset, the same thing you will be doing for this new dataset. Then you are able to see that we have sorted it according to in the like descending order, and sorry, in the descending order itself, and from starting from Delhi to Chennai, and the color is basically orange. You can change the color, that's totally up to you. Then you are looking forward to like how to arrange the entire X text itself. So as you are able to see the X text for like for each of the airlines, for example we have Indigo, we have Jet Airways, and so many different airlines that are available, and how many flights does each airline has, that we are actually calculating from this. But there's a mixture of the X text itself, so to sort that out you will be doing rotations is equals to 90. They are able to see that Jet Airways has the largest fleet of airlines, and the smallest fleet of airlines is by Vistara, Jet Airways Business, and TrueJet basically. Then you can also put it up on the y-axis, so that is also something that you will be doing, so that you are able to practice upon writing the code itself. Then you will count the missing data. So as you are able to see, on route there are 16 missing data, and on total stops there are 27 missing data. So that is also something that you will be calculating and then plotting out. So as you are able to see, route has like more than 15 missing data, and total stops has like more than 25 missing data. So that too you will be plotting in a bar chart, just like yesterday, nothing else. Then you are having your pie chart itself. Now this pie chart is something as you are able to see, so you will be looking at the flight's destination. Early on you looked at the source of the flight, like from where the flight originated. Now you'll be looking at the destination of the flight, where the flight is ending. So you will be able to see that Cochin has the largest number of flights that are ending at Cochin, then at Bangalore, then at Delhi, then at New Delhi. So New Delhi and Delhi basically can be combined into one, but for the sake of simplicity we have kept them different itself. Then you are having your Hyderabad, and then Kolkata at the last. That is something that you will be doing. Next you will be making the same thing but as a donut chart. Instead of as a pie chart, you will be using a donut chart. Same thing that we have done yesterday. Then coming to the histogram itself, we'll be looking at the duration of each of the flights. So how many flights had a duration between like 0 to so from 75 to 353. Okay, how many flights had a duration between that? So more than 4,000 flights, and so on and so forth. Next, you will be deciding it to bins 20, so you'll be having 20 bins. So when starting from like 1799, okay, so price, so this is for price, plt.hist, data is equals to df, and price, so how many flights has a price between 1759 to 3021. So you will be plotting that as well as a histogram. So that is for the price itself, as you are able to see. Next, you will be going towards like arranging the entire thing in incrementation of 1200. Yesterday, if you remember, we had incremented it in 5, so 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, that we had done in Pokemon. Right over here in price, we'll be incrementing it in 120, so it will be 0 to 1200, then 1200 to 2400, and so on and so forth. And you are able to get this particular histogram itself. Then you will be plotting the df price by default using the displot of Seaborn. As you are able to see, this is the entire Seaborn plot with the KDE. Now next, you will be setting KDE to false to get the actual histogram itself from the Seaborn library that we have already seen yesterday itself. There's nothing new. At the last, you are just putting alpha is equals to 1, and as well as the bins edges that we have discussed early on as well. So that will give you the final plot. This is what you will have to submit in this particular fashion itself. It will be checked by a bot, so there will be no human checking in that, because checking like 1000 or 2000 notebooks at a time would be very tedious for us, and it will take a lot of time. So this will be checked by a robot. So it will only be checking the plots that you have created, whether the plots are absolutely the same or not. So that is something that it will be checking. The notebook will not be uploaded anywhere. You can refer to this particular video. I have shown each and every code. Yesterday also we have shown all the code as well. You can stop the video, you can refer to the video, but you have to write the code yourself. Why we are emphasizing on that? Because you need to have practice. Yesterday every single line of code I have already explained. Today you just have to do the practice itself, nothing else. It will be as simple as that. So for uploading the dataset, so you will be getting the dataset on your WhatsApp groups as well as Telegram channel. What you have to do is just download the dataset. Then to upload the dataset, you just have to click here on files. Okay, this is, I'm just showing you how to upload the dataset. Just click on files, just go to this particular button called as upload to session storage. Click on that, just select the dataset flights data.csv, choose for upload. Once you have uploaded the flights data.csv, you will be able to see that it is loading right now, right over here. Once it has been uploaded, you will be able to see the name coming right over here. So as you're able to see, the name is visible right over here. So it has been uploaded. Now to get the path to this particular file, you just have to click on these 3 buttons on the 3 dots on the right hand side of the name. You will be hovering over it. You will be able to see these dots. You just have to click on it. You just have to select copy path. You have to select copy path, and then whatever you have copied right over here, you just have to paste it in between these semicolons. So just remove the semicolons, paste whatever you have copied from right over there, and you are good to go. You can now start running your codes and you will be able to get the entire thing. Okay, so there is an error right over here. Okay, so df is not defined. Okay, so basically the name of the entire thing is flights, not df. That is the fault that is coming right over here. So it will be flights dot sorted and all this kind of stuff. So any df that you are able to see, it will be flights and not df. So just changing that, I think so it should work right now. Let's change it to flights, and pre-release flights, df flights, lights. Now I think so it should start working according to me. Let's run this particular line of code. Okay, so it has started working. And once you have run all the particular lines of code, you will be able to see that everything is working right now. And this is the, so once you have done with the project, so this is how you made the entire project. Once you have done with the project, you just have to go to file. You just have to select download. In download, you have to select .ipynb file, download .ipynb file. Whatever you have downloaded, you just have to go to the final project submission link that will be shared on your WhatsApp groups. You have to fill up the form, upload your particular project, and that's it. You have 24 hours. It will be the link for the submission of the final project will be closed tomorrow night at midnight itself. So at 12 midnight tomorrow it will be closed. So that is the entire thing that you have to do. It is very easy. I have explained every single thing to you guys. Okay, so the flight data, that is flight CSV file, that will be sent to WhatsApp groups and Telegram channels as well. Okay, so the data set will be sent on WhatsApp groups and Telegram channels as well as the Google form as well. Okay. Like I said, in this particular bootcamp, I had planned to complete the entire pandas, entire numpy, entire like matplotlib and seaborn, and I was only able to complete half of the matplotlib and seaborn because students were not ready to study after 1 hour. So that is the entire thing that happened in this bootcamp. From the next bootcamp, I've got the review from everyone that I shouldn't listen to people on the live chat and I should complete the entire thing in 2 hours or 2.5 hours, whatever it takes. See, you should understand that the limit for every bootcamp is 7 days itself. I have to complete it in 7 days. I have a fixed syllabus. I have a fixed project that I have to do. If there is any hindrance in the entire process, then there will be some cuts that I have to put up right over there. Okay, for example, in the next machine learning, Python and machine learning program, we have a proper project in which you will be doing EDA on the entire stuff. You'll be making your own machine learning model, you'll be training it, and you will be then like making some predictions on that machine learning model itself. So that is an entirely good project that you can put up on your CV. Then in the case of your web development bootcamp, you will be making your own personal portfolio in HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So that portfolio, you will then be deploying it so that you can share the link with your friends as well. So that will be the entire process that we'll be doing in the entire web development bootcamp. Okay, so yeah. The submission date is tomorrow midnight itself. It cannot be extended. It will be closed at 12 midnight. After that, we will not be taking in any notebooks. As you are able to see, it's less than 20 lines of code that you have to write, and I think that it should not take more than 1 hour at the maximum to do that. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'm saying as well. Like, don't listen to the live chat. That is the only review that I got from everyone. Okay, yes, you have to rebuild the same notebook that I showed just right now itself, and that is what you have to submit. The project is not compulsory. Only the students will be having 100% attendance, as well as the final project submitted will be getting the AWS certificates. Students who will be having only the 100% attendance will be getting the Shape AI certificate. So that's the entire thing. The Pokemon dataset is available on our GitHub page. The link to that is in the description below. The flight dataset will be shared on the WhatsApp group just after this particular session is over. Okay, so I think so everyone is able to understand that what they have to do. If somebody is not able to understand, just like this is a YouTube video, just move it back, try to understand what is there, and then do it. And do not wait till tomorrow night to make the project. As soon as you are getting the data set on the WhatsApp group, start making the project, because I've seen students that they will be doing some error at the last moment and then submitting the project directly, and their project gets rejected because they were not doing the project properly itself. They were like making the project in 10 minutes and then submitting it at the last moment. Do not do that. As soon as you are getting the data set on the WhatsApp group, start making the project itself. The registration link for the web development and the machine learning bootcamps is down below in the description of this particular video itself. Go to our webpage shapeai.tech, go to events, and from there you will be able to register from there. Okay, so attendance. So today's attendance, I'm showing the attendance link right now on my screen. You guys can fill up your attendance as well. Just check if the form is open. Yes, the form is open as well. So this is the link to the attendance. You can take a screenshot and you can fill up your attendance for today's class itself. Okay, for the data analyst training and internship program, only 20 seats are remaining. 20 to 25 seats are remaining. So anyone who wants to join, please do it fast, because after that I cannot guarantee if you will be able to get any seats at all. Okay, so this is the attendance link. You can take a screenshot for the same. That's all for today. The link for the final project submission as well as the data set will be posted on the WhatsApp groups. So it was great to have you guys here, but if you guys are continuing with us for the next boot camps, please stay for the entire period. Okay, if I'm taking class of 2 hours, do not start at 1 hour itself that we are tired or something like that, because it becomes very difficult for me to continue, because if nobody is interested to learn, then it becomes even harder for the instructor to make it interesting for the students. So please try to focus upon the class. If you are tired, make a coffee for you, because you know that the classes are going to be there. Make coffee, make tea, sit down, watch the entire stuff, and then get started. Every single thing has been told in this particular video itself: how to make the notebook, how to submit the project. So please watch the video very carefully. If there is any questions given to me on WhatsApp that has been covered in the video, I will just be pointing you to the video itself. So please do that as well. The certificates will be given to in 1 to 2 weeks. It usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks to give out the certificates, because it takes a lot of time to process through all the attendance, then the projects and everything. So it takes 1 to 2 weeks to give out the certificates as well. Yeah, I'm also thinking about that, not to enable the live chat as well, but that's totally up to them. The certificates will be sent via your mail itself, or the mail upon which you are registered. You will be getting the certificates on that itself. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, from the next bootcamp, we have made final registration compulsory, but don't worry about it. We will slowly and surely make it compulsory, not you have to do it. There's nothing like that. Of course, all the sessions are made available for free on YouTube. That's why everyone is able to access them. Okay. Yeah, exactly. There are many students that are just forced to take CS from their parents, and they are here just for the certificates. I'm just telling you guys, only the experience and the skill sets matter, not the entire certificates. Certificates matter very low, and those certificates that really matter, that nobody tells you. Even we also don't tell you that these are the certificates that matter, because we keep that as a secret for the students who are joining the 2.5 months training and internship program. Those students will be getting the certificates for free. Every single certificate that really matters, that the people when they are going for any internship or any interviews that really matters, we give that certificates to the students out for free. So that is the thing. Okay, so let's get started, guys, and thank you so much, and let's try to do it on your own. If you have any errors, do let me know. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here.